Alright, welcome to the analysis of one of Mark's snatches during the Saturday lifting session. Let's just jump right into it. So here we have Mark's starting position. And I would actually change this just a little bit. If you notice right now his arm is directly in line with the bar here. Ideally, what we'd have is his shoulder be somewhere out here and the arm be attached to the bar more at an angle like this. And it just puts us in a better position of leverage once we get through that first pull, as long as we maintain that good position. So that's really the only thing I would change about Mark's position in the beginning here. His head's up, his butt could be a little bit lower. Not a whole lot though. So let's work through the first pull here, and we will check his back angle and see if he kept that through the entire first pull. Let's see. If you notice, the bar sweeps back into his knees. That was a good first pull, I believe. Let's check back angle. Let's see, weights on the heels. Back stayed at a similar angle. If anything, he actually made it a little bit taller. So that's actually a really excellent first pull. Moving on to the second pull. If you notice, at this point right here, he's now on his toes, about to explode into triple extension, meaning his heels, his knees, and his hips. Heels, knees, hips are going to be open all the way up. Once they've opened all the way up, you've transferred all your power into the bar. So, second pull, what we ideally want is to bring the bar all the way up into the crease of the hip. That's why our snatch grip is at the crease of our hip, because that's the target we're aiming for in this extension. Just like in Zach's video, we're going to pull through the heels, and in this one Mark leaves just a little bit early. He gets onto his toes, and at this point is when he's starting his triple extension. If we look at his body angle, you notice his chest is pitched forward, and the weight is on his toes as opposed to the heels. What we would like, just like in our other video, is at the top of the second pull, we want our chest to be vertical, and then this hip angle, and then weight still on our heels. So, yeah, again, second pull, we want you to think heels, heels, heels. Chest back, weight on the heels. That's all I want you thinking about in your second pull. We also have a little bit of an early arm bend here. You notice, so as he fires, he's about mid-thigh when he's doing his triple extension. Now, in his subconscious mind, he knows that the bar isn't quite high enough, so he naturally bends this arm right here to get the bar a little bit higher. So one way that I fixed people of that is just as you start your pull all the way down here, when you're getting ready to do the snatch, flex your triceps. Squeeze the elbows, flex the triceps, make your arms as stiff as possible. And if they're flexed, they can't bend. So that's one way I have fixed that in my own head. That might work for you. Alright, so we had a good first pull. At this point, we need to bring our chest back and the bar back, so our weight's on our heels, then explode into triple extension. Just like in Zach's video, we've now hit triple extension. So hips are open, knees are open, ankles are open. And again, let me find the drawing. We're pretty vertical. what we're ideally looking for is that really exaggerated arched back, like we've put everything we've ever had into that bar to throw it overhead. So that's the first pull and the second pull. Let's take a look at bar path. All the way back to the beginning here. Alright, we're going to draw a vertical line. So what we want in the beginning is we want the bar to sweep back and in towards our shins and knees. And I believe he does a good job of that. Yep. So he brought it back into his knees. We could bring him back even more, but he still is on the right path in the beginning. Now we go vertical, and now as we explode, notice the bar comes about 4 or 5 inches in front of that vertical plane. And he even catches the bar in front of that vertical plane. Couple things to talk about here. So the reason the bar path is the way it is in that second pull, remember when I said we wanted to be, let me find a color, is we wanted our chest to be vertical, thighs, shins. And you notice that his chest is way out here. So as soon as we explode, it's going to put us on our toes and it's going to send the bar forward in this big arcing motion way out here. Whereas if the bar was back here when we exploded, it would send it in a motion out here directly over where our heels are, and we would be in a good position. So let's clear off a few of these drawings. Back to our bar path. It loops way out front. And now look at our catch here. Because the bar went way out in front and he didn't jump forward to catch it, which is a good thing. I don't want you developing a habit to jump forward. But now our bar is well in front of our heels, our midfoot. So with a heavier weight, if you catch this, what you're going to have to do is run way out here to get underneath the bar. Because this is a light weight for Mark, he can get away with it. But that's just a little habit that's going to hurt in the end. So he stands up with this easy. He's got a good overhead position. He is still on his toes a little bit. And all that is a little bit of hip mobility that you can work through in a couple weeks' time. That cue that I'm always talking about, shove your knees out, knees outside of the toes, squat with the groin, whatever, that's what's going to happen. If you get your knees pulled inside of your toes here, then it's going to roll you on the insides of your feet, and it's going to put the bar in front of your heels, which, with a lot of weight, is going to create problems. So, he stands up, and yeah, all in all, it was a good lift. We just have a few minor details that we need to iron out. He'll be snatching like a pro. So, thanks for watching. On to the next one.